live from Twitch, and I haven't been casting for a couple days because I've been really sick, so I'm still kind of sick, so this could be a short one just because my nose starts to run pretty bad and I just have to go push it out, and so that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it where we can run this standalone. So I'm going to create make a directory called lib tasks and open up lib tasks. I'll just call it start ex. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it where we can run this standalone. So I'm going to create make a directory called lib tasks and open up lib tasks. I'll just call it start ex. Def module game server tasks start uses mixed task, and this should help us do it. So we're just going to do our hello world here. So I should just print hello world and quit. So mix game server start, and couldn't find it because I think actually it has to be game server start. No. So let's get rid of this. Might even be start. Sometimes I forget. No? Huh. Game server tasks. Huh. Seems like it should work. Alright, just go to mix task. Actually, might even just be mix task. Okay. I'll run. Does it run? Just not feeling that great today. Nope. Huh. Clear alias. Huh. Maybe that has something to do with it. Well, shoot, what's going on here? Task game server tasks start. Tasks start. Can't find start. Can't find game server task right. Well, that's great. Well, I don't see why this won't work. Had this on a different project. Mix tasks, game server. game server start. And see if that does anything. Nope. This is doing. Next tasks. There it is. There we go. So now we got Hello World running. Now I'll just say like starting server, and we should be able to do receive, do, and we'll receive a shutdown on this PID. We'll shutting down, so it'll run as a long running process. That's the idea anyway. There we go. So it starts up, and we should be able to do IEX-SMX. It should give us a thing, but it doesn't. We'll deal with that when we get there. Alright, so we have our game server running. Now, take a look. We have our game server, which is doing nothing right now. So, what we need to do is, I'm just going to take a look at some things here. Oops. Lib, game server. We have our socket acceptor. That's that. And we have our socket server, which is this. Probably want to run this as a separate process. So could lib game server, call this def start. Okay. Follow the OTP style, and we're going to do just do spawn game server dot. Actually, we could just use alias game server socket acceptor. Socket acceptor, and we're going to do listen. Should give us a PID, and we're just going to inspect it. I think that actually might hold it open, so I actually get that. So status. Let's see what's going on here. Status. So now, this game server start won't do anything yet because we need to do game server start. Is it kernel? I gotta look it up. I want to look at mix. I want to look at Elixir. Spawn. arguments are empty list. Okay. Socket acceptor, port number. Let's hard code it for now. Then that didn't look like it built, so no. Second of all, we want to spawn a link. Socket acceptor listen. Get the port number. Seems like it should work. Game server socket acceptor listen. Huh. What am I missing? Oh, socket server. That's why. Calling the wrong module. There we go. So we have a PID. Alright, so it just returns a PID. Where are we at here? PID. Alright. And now we have a socket server running. And it's running its own process. So that's good. Now if we turn this off, it should exit immediately. Just want to make sure. Yeah. So we need it to be a long-running process. And then that way when we get a connection, it should run through here, should accept it, and then it goes to client connected, and that will be here, vi lib game server socket acceptor client connected. Client connected. And that'll get us started. Let's go over here. And let's get this started. So there's our core and junction settings. We could set up our socket stuff last because generally that has very few dependencies. So we'll go here. Object factory, no, injector, map value, maybe. So here we have our socket input stream. Oh, we never finished off this stuff, but we'll take care of it. We have our TCP socket. TCP socket. Is this a base object? So we're probably okay with just doing map singleton of TCP socket. Turns a CPP TCP socket. And then injector map singleton of map value, socket IO stream, CPP socket output stream equals object factory create instance cpp sock.io input alpha stream. We have no constructor arguments, right? Correct. Here, map value would be input output stream, and this will be a socket.io stream. So that should get started there. The only other thing we need to connect. So we'll do happens here as we go to our scenes, playgrounds happens here. And we start up our wizard stuff. So what I want to do is do a quick little integration thing here. Inject I think one thing we're missing here. We need a socket TCP connector. Socket TCP connector. TCP socket connector, that's the same thing. TCP socket connector. On init, where TCP socket connector connects to our host, which is going to be localhost, and our port is 1337, and there we have it. So we haven't run our game in a while. So while that's compiling, what I want to do actually, now this will work. For now, we'll have it run. I want to take the, toss it. This one is a base object. Okay, so TCP socket connector subscribed to connected. Unconnected. This takes a input output string rf unconnected socket put input output stream. There we go. Music still works, and it's kind of loud, so there's that. It's running, and over here we did not get our connected. So let's dig out why. Okay, so I think what we need to do for our tests, game server, socket server test, is we listen. Looks like all we do is listen. So with mock TCP listen, seems like that should be it. Let's take a look. Return the server. No, we do need to call accept. So where are we at here? I don't need this anymore. VI lib game server px. So we just need to do server equals socket server listen 7 here. This is where we spawn our process. So this is socket server accept server. See if that does the trick. Okay. No function clause matching in GenTC except 2. Huh. Let's take a look here. Where's our main socket? Socket TCP except, saying that doesn't exist. Oh, okay, so we actually need to pattern match here, because that doesn't work. Okay, so there we are, and then we can run here. Hopefully everything is right. It'll say connected. Client connected, so that's good. We're here, and this says socket connected. So we're actually connected to each other, so that's cool. That's a pretty big step. Our guy's still in place. The game still works. Not a huge surprise there, but sometimes it's fun to see it happen. So I think what we need to do, we have our injection settings. We will have our guy there. So what I want to do is I want to finish off this socket input output stream test. Socket. Ooh, that's totally not the right thing. Socket input output stream test. And we actually got to go here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so sorry, coughing in your ear. Apologize. Okay, so should subscribe to socket connected. Test should unsubscribe from socket connected. We need all this in place, and we're going to connect the socket. We're going to make sure that it's called. Actually, what we'll do, socket stream unsubscribe. That's kind of a problem, isn't it? Because we connect. Probably we were mocking the socket anyways, right? Yeah, it's so what we'll do is we'll do socket dot just call socket stream unsubscribe connected. And I'm not going to make it much longer. So do this. Go back. Count. 0. Okay. Subscribe to connected on the callback. And then unsubscribe. Callback. Connect to socket. Search are equal to 1. And we have this backward, so that's great. So we do this. Okay. Unsubscribe to connected. Try connect to socket. Only commands once. Let's do it. Line 81. Oh. Callback count. There we go. And so now we're just going to do subscriber, unsubscribe, connected, callback. A little bit excessive, but there we go. So now I'll do one more. Should subscribe to socket closed. In fact, I like this pattern better, so I'm just going to grab it. Boom. Okay, so socket. So let's see what we're going to say. Connect to socket. We're going to do the same thing. No. Let's see here. Connect to socket. We get the socket connect. Subscribe to closed. We don't need that. Let's say socket stream, close. There we go. That'll fail. Hopefully. Failed. That's perfect. It's a great failure. Subscriber. Subscribe to closed. Callback. Closed. And here, subscriber notify closed. This, and we're done for today. My nose is about to drip everywhere, so that should pass. It does. Get status. Git status, git add sources, git add test, git commit, integrated socket connection, and added more tests. Git push origin master H. Alright, so thank you for following along today. Sorry it was a shorty day. I'm just trying to get back in the groove after being sick. And tomorrow we'll get kicking again. Not tomorrow, Monday. We'll get kicking again and get this straightened out. Alright, you all have a good weekend, and I'll see you Monday.